for being with us today. This is a very great opportunity for me, especially, and for everyone to know more about Mindtrek and the practice of Mindtrek, but especially this Mindtrek that will take place in Bhutan. So we have Guido and Dechen with us.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
So nice
Very
to have you
happy to
here.
be able to join here.
Thank you. And
Hello
Dechen, you
from
are in
Bhutan.
Bhutan right now.
Yes, I'm in Thimphu, the capital of Bhutan, and I'm at the Buddha point called Buddha Dodonma statue. So I'm just sitting near the lap of the Buddha here and then trying to interact with you guys.
Yeah, thank you so much. That's amazing. So, just to get into it directly, and then we are gonna find out who you are and what is that you do during this great experience. But for now, to get to the core and to the center of this experience, I'm gonna ask you the great question. If you could tell me what is it, the essence of this particular Mindtrek in Bhutan?
Okay. Well, this Mindtrek in Bhutan is not is not going to be a ordinary vacation trip. Although it's going to be a vacation, it's going to be relaxing, it's going to be very enjoyable, comfortable, and so on. But it gets very close to what pilgrimage is, so it's a contemplative journey in many ways. People who already practice Mindtrek with me or on their own understand that when we walk, there is a possibility to get deeper into understanding ourselves using nature and our walking and our breath, kind of a mirror of our mind. So yes, in the case of this very, very special trip to Bhutan, where I feel I'm very privileged, I have to, for sure, thank Dechenla and thank Lama Karma about hosting us spiritually. This is going to be very special because we are going down to the very deepest root of meditation. Mindfulness is very fashionable nowadays, but sometimes it's very far from its own roots, which are definitely in Buddhism. And Bhutan is a country that is totally, fully uh, uh, soaking into Buddhism, in the culture, in the way people behave, in the government choices, and of course in the plenitude of sacred places and very wise lamas. Among them, there is also, of course, especially Drupal Lama Karma. Okay, so this is not going to be a typical tourist trip, but it's still a beautiful and relaxing journey, open to everyone.
So could you tell me who is Drupal Lama Karma? Sorry if I said it correctly. Drupal Lama Karma. So could you tell me who he is?
Maybe the Chenla wish you want to answer?
Sure. Drupal Lama Karma is a yogi who is still living and avidly practicing the Vajrayana Buddhism. And he's been born in the eastern Bhutan, and he's practiced under many realized Dzogchen and Vajrayana teachers. So he is now in his mid-70s, in his senior years, but he's still guiding many advanced Vajrayana and Tantric practitioners within Bhutan and around the world. So he has a lineage of unbroken lineage of Longchen Yingtek and Mahamudra meditation which dates back to the great Indian Mahasiddha, the great master Saraha, from say around 8th to 11th century. So he has that unbroken lineage, and also he also has close connection to some great tertons or treasure revealers. Very recent terton called Pegilingpa, and he has been actively involved in decoding the Dakini language, sacred script in treasure revealing traditions. So therefore, he's one of the very few living Himalayan yogis who has direct
Wow.
lineage to the Tibetan masters, and also which dates goes all the back to the times of Saraha in the great Indian subcontinent. And yeah, Gudo has met him several times, and also Lama has been teaching in he's based in Bhutan in his retreat place in Paro, but
Mhm.
he guides students from all over the world.
Okay, so a great
Yeah.
master.
But I just would like to point out that Drupal Lamakarma is, of course, a great, great yogi, and it's an incredible occasion for everyone who meet him today because it's a chance that is not given. It's very rare. But at the same time, the China didn't mention, because she's too much of a nice person, that actually the whole family is really a family of yogi. They really all are a great practitioner. I've met them, and I'm very touched by their presence. So, the chant, could you tell us more? Sorry, Julia, I'm going to ask about uh, who is Kandro Tsering Dolkar, for instance, or who is Lama Neljar.
Uh, so actually, as mentioned by Gudo, we are in the same family lineage.
Mhm.
So Drupal Lama Karma's root teacher, the late Yogi Lama Daljarpa, he passed away in early 90s, and he was my late father, biological father. And when I was very young, he passed away. So Drupal Lama Karma is a student of Lama Naljarpa, and he promised to take care of me. I have a younger sister, and Khandro Siringdolkar, so wife of Lama Naljarpa, our mother. So Drupal Lama Karma, when the yogi passed away, his teacher passed away, so we were a little bit displaced. So Drupal Lama Karma took care of us, and then that's how our whole family lineage and tradition has been alive until now.
Mhm.
And
Well,
Khandro Siringdolkar is my mother and wife of late Lama Naljarpa, now wife of Lama Drupal Lama Karma. So uh, late Lama Naljarpa he came to Bhutan all the way from Tibet during the 1950s diaspora.
Beautiful.
And he crossed the mountains, Himalayan ranges, and then he landed in the sacred Padmasambhavas lake in Revarsal. So there he practiced for a couple of years, and then from there, another master uh, advised him to go to Eastern Bhutan. So he brought the whole lineage of Mahamudra meditation and the Dzogchen and
Mhm.
the severing of one's ego Chet practice.
should.
So yeah, so
Wow.
he brought this whole lineage and he came to Eastern Bhutan where he practiced in the charnel grounds and cemeteries, and then he gained a lot of students. One of them was Trupon Lama Karma, and there he passed down the lineage of Chet singing to my mother, Khandru Serindolkar. So Chet singing involves a lot of melodies and singing of verses, which is a high tantric practice, Dzogchen
Yeah.
practice, and usually it's best sung and practiced by female practitioners, yoginis.
Mhm.
So my mother has very amazing voice, and my father passed down and gave her the lineage. So she also is avid Chet practitioner, and she also guides students about not only Chet but also many Vajrayana sacred melodies and songs.
May I ask another question? Do you think it may be possible, I mean, not, but it may be possible that our group, which will meet, of course, your family and yourself, may at least have a little taste of a little, experience of these advanced techniques like chut.
Yes, sure. My mother has different. There are different texts. Some are really long, lengthy practice, but there are also small, precise practices. Like there's something called laughter of Takinis, as such. So which are 15, 20 minute, maybe at the max 30 minute of singing chat practice in the evenings. So definitely she could sing on one of the occasions with using the dramaru, and who knows, some students would might want to go deeper and learn more, and if they feel some connection, then it would be very beautiful because it involves singing and using instrument, and not just singing and using the instrument, but it has very deep tantric and spiritual practical blessings also. So yeah,
Beautiful.
it could be possible.
Yeah. So these are some of the practices that you will share and encounter during the journey, right?
Yes, yes.
This kind of, and do you think that to be able to access and to experience the journey, a person has to be Buddhist or has to have a knowledge of meditation, or like it could be open to anyone who would like to experience this kind of practice?
So in the Vajrayana Buddhism, when a guru meets students who are interested to become a Buddhist, I won't say be a Buddhist, but take that path. So each student, the guru will study each student and their situations and see who needs what kind of teaching, what level of practice. So if a student seems to need some preliminary preparation practices, then the Lama will advise that. However, there are some students who gets it very easily, the teaching and the whole concept. So then the guru will likewise customize the teachings and then give it accordingly. So yeah, this trip, it will be not like direct giving of all the teachings without without seeing what benefits who. It will be more of giving a introduction to, in the whole dynamic of Buddhism, there are different schools, there are different paths with which people follow according to what works for them. So in this trip, if there are people who, this will be like how Buddhism is packaged beyond Bhutan and in the global level, is Buddhism is mostly packaged in the sense of meditation, mindfulness. But then there is something beyond that. Hardcore Buddhist, hardcore Vajrayana practitioners think and believe that meditation and just peace of mind is not the deal. That is just that's just feeding your own ego and wanting things for yourself. Just something that's temporary and that's just materialistic in a way. It just benefits yourself at the end. So Buddhism and its Buddha's teaching intention is you go beyond that. Yes, you could feel peaceful and calm for a moment, but it should help you to know the deeper truth of what lies beyond meditation, what lies beyond this whole thing called this life, well-being, your purpose, everything. Beyond that, there's something even greater, deeper, which people really, really, Buddha believed everybody must know that fire has to be sparked. So this trip, deeper intention would be actually to get people to feel something that there's beyond the whole deal of Buddhism and meditation and mindfulness and the yoga and all these, tangible well-being stuff. So yeah, if students, after getting a introduction to what is Vajrayana Buddhism, if there are some of them who really have deeper interest and connection, then we are more than happy. So that would be the deeper intention of the whole trip. So likewise,
Great.
teachings would also be follow suit as such. Yeah.
That is
And
wonderful. Sorry, Julia. I just wanted to make sure that people who are going to listen understand that uh, as a mind trek, of course, it is open to anyone. And as a journey to Bhutan is also open to anyone willing to come. Once we start getting in touch with amazing people like Lama Karma, uh, uh, that would be our own heart, telling us how far we want to go, what is the way we want to move ahead.
Mhm.
There are no obligation. We don't have to
Yes.
practice meditation. We don't have to participate to some rituals. We don't have. There is no forcing you. It's not a commitment to become a monk. I don't know how to say
this
it.
is the
Mhm.
Mindtrek approach, right?
It's the mind trick approach. You
Yes.
must be aware that every things that happen is ultimately depending on your own karma and also on your own awareness of where are you
Mhm.
going.
Yes.
So and that is impossible unless you connect and understand that you're just one among zillions of living beings. So that's a major point of Buddhism. You cannot be happy but just a few minutes. You can meditate and be happy. Then you go in a room where everybody is completely crazy and neurotic. Well, I bet in a few minutes you will go get crazy again. So you will need, while meditating, thinking, I wish that everybody else also is going to be happy. It's
Mhm.
an approach that maybe it works on this egoistic modern world.
And since you have been a practitioner for a long time, not just a Buddhist one, but
Yeah.
many, a lot of other, and many other traditions, and you got in touch, sorry, and you got in touch with a lot of different traditions and a lot of different schools of thought. And you are an anthropologist, you have a master in mindfulness, sorry. Uh, so all of this infused into the Mindtrek, sorry. So can you tell us more about that, about the Mindtrek, how the Mindtrek is structured, and what is to be expected of a Mindtrek in Bhutan, close to these sacred places that we are going to talk about, because we want to know also about the places we are going to visit. I already say we because I'm coming too, I think, after this
Oh
these two
wow.
or three. No. And
That's wonderful.
yeah, already convinced. So if you can tell us more about the connection between Mindtrek and spirituality.
Okay. I would like to share the answer with the Chan. I hope the Chan, if you have any ideas, please kick in.
Mhm.
So living with a lot of expectation is never a good idea, but knowing a little bit where we are going to face is also is actually a very good idea.
Mhm.
Um, uh, Among the people coming, maybe some of them already did some mind trek with me. Mostly when we are in the West, especially when we are in the West, um, we work through wilderness. Okay, and so mind trek becomes like a daily hikes, loops, in very beautiful places. And we reflect our state of mind, if you wish, into nature. And the beauty of nature kind of beautifies our inner nature. So I don't want to go too far with this because it requires a lot of explanations. But it has some neurological basis. I mean, that's, yeah, my master in neuroscience and contemplative practice was about this. On the other hand, The very special case of this trip to Bhutan has two aspects that are less common when we are in the West. One is that we walk in a sacred land, what Tibetans call Beyul, and that means that it's not just nature as we intend it in the West, but in a much deeper and a broader way. It's nature and spirituality. And second is that sometimes, for instance, when we will take a Mindtrek, that is a walking, slow pace in silence, there are several factors that are going to be also very flexible. There is never nothing mandatory in Mindtrek. Okay, we will not just make a loop unless it is a kora, as Tibetan says, circumambulation, but sometimes we just aim to reach a sacred location. Typically is the Parataksang hike we will do the last day, but that could be other shorter hikes. Maybe we reach Kichulakang not by driving a car, but stopping before and having a hike to get there, and that helps to walk as somebody who walks into and through a sacred place, a sacred valley, Beyul. But that's why this specific Mindtrek in Bhutan with Lama Karma is going to be so special, especially with the presence of Lama Karma and his family. Of course, we are not just going to walk through and into a sacred place, we are going to walk with sacredness. Please, Dechan, what do you think?
Yeah, because Gudo's Mindtrek itself is it is something that will for those who are seeking to who are not very comfortable with the usual city life, the mundane life which we lead every day. So people who are seeking something beyond that, a break from that, or seeking the nature or seeking some spiritual experience, Buddha's Mindtrek itself is a platform which can cater to even more deeper experiences. For instance, I believe he takes the Mindtrek travelers to many beautiful mountains in Europe, elsewhere like Nepal, India. So likewise, as he mentioned, Bhutan in the Tibetan and Himalayan geographic sacredness is also considered a hidden, sealed off sacred place. And also, once travelers come here through Mindtrek, then if they want to explore nature, want to do meditation, that's already there, guided by Gudo. And also, Gudo already mentioned me when I met him first time. He is also looking to provide platform for people if they would like to seek things deeper than that. So this is a place of abundant traditions and a lot of secret unlocking of many adventures and a lot of experiences here. So yeah, I think Mindtrek and then coming together with what my intention of serving the travelers and my family lineage, everything. I think it's a very, very good complementary combination, and I'm just very happy that these things coming together, then both of our goals and visions come together very beautifully.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I think that most of thinking about Bhutan, most people would think about the tiger's nest, all these kind of very, very famous, very touristic places. But the places you will visit, the places you will stay in, they are very special, right? Could you maybe tell us some of them? Not all of them, not too many spoilers, but some of the places the journey will take people to.
Is that to me or Gudo?
Oh, anyone.
Definitely Tiger's Nest. And beyond Tiger's Nest, there we do have the fertility temple. which is a sacred site of a very unique and unconventional yogi and saint from the 14th century called Drukpa Kunde.
Wow.
So he used very unconventional methods of teaching the Buddha's teachings to ordinary people and minds. So yeah, we will visit that place also. And then that's also a place where people seek if people want to have babies, and they go there to seek the blessings. And there are amazing stories of couples having babies after getting the blessings from that place. Likewise, we will be visiting, there will be a longer hike to a very sacred Dakini place, which is a little bit above, a bit, a little bit longer hike compared to Tiger's Nest, but it lies on the mountain top of Tiger's Nest, and there it's said to have amazing Dakini, how do you say, environment. We have, yeah, it's more for people to, I don't want to spoil the trip by saying everything here, but yeah, there's a really beautiful Dakini land where people can go meditate, explore, and practice. Also, very beautiful landscape above the tree line. And then we will be visiting very beautiful architecture. How do you say? Heritage in terms of Bhutanese architecture. So it dates back to 17th century again, and it is one of the most beautiful monuments in Bhutan called Punakha. So yeah, we will be visiting that. Likewise, there will be shorter Mindtrek walks. At the end of which we will be visiting certain very sacred local temples where very realized masters have practiced, and we could also see a lot of artifacts, relics. So yeah, these are some of the
Wonderful.
places we would visit.
Oh, so sorry, Dashan. No, I just was when you were talking, I was already dreaming. I already know all those places. I just my heart to start bumping. Anyway, yeah, I will only add one because of our direct personal connection, which is the Kichula account, which
Yes.
has been the seat for Digo Khyentse Rinpoche, which in many ways I can consider although he's passed away, but the old Digo Khyentse Rinpoche, I consider him to be one of my main my root teacher.
Me too.
Yeah, really, that's wonderful.
Yeah, through Dzongsa Khyentse Rinpoche, because Dago Khyentse is Dzongsa Khyentse Rinpoche's root teacher. So
Yes,
the
yeah.
Dzongsa Khyentse Rinpoche is my teacher. So
Oh,
there's
that's
this
a
lineage,
connection.
and
I didn't
yeah.
know. That's wonderful. I'm glad. I'm looking forward to get there with you. I'm going. You are going to see me cry. That's for sure.
I totally understand that. I totally understand. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then of course the Tiger's Nest. I'm sure many people know this. That's where the greatest Vajrayana yogi, tantric master Padmasambhava, the Guru Rinpoche, he came to the Tiger's Nest, and then you know how Vajrayana began in Bhutan. So yeah, a lot of things to discover by themselves.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah. I'm actually just to a spark of curiosity. If you browse internet as far as you wish, you will never see picture of the inside of the tiger's nest. Only people who
Yes.
That
actually
is
hike up
true.
there will see what is inside of this great,
Yeah.
beautiful, miraculous place. So if you really want to know, you really need to come.
Yeah. You have to see for yourself.
Yes.
Yeah. And on the practical side of it, um, what is a ideal schedule of the day? Not I don't want like a hour per hour list, but what is the rhythm of the day? What do
Well,
you
if I
expect to
may,
do?
let's keep in mind always the
Mhm.
flexibility of
Of
Mindtrek.
course.
And this is going to be especially useful because we will have kind of quite different days. You know, it's a quite compact trip. It's not very, very long. It's a good size, but not that long.
Because how long it will be? How long it will be? 12 days?
Starting from Europe back to Europe is about 12 days, I think.
12
Yeah.
days.
The point is that we will have very different environment. The Dakini high place that the Chen was mentioning, for instance, requires a long hike. So that day, the schedule is going to be very different from a day, for instance, where we may spend the whole day or so with Lama Karma teachings and the Chen's mom singing. So it very much will depend on that. But there will be everyday meditation, hiking that could be long or a short, easy one. And we'll try to integrate those two aspects. But there will be, of course, every day also visiting of sacred places and nature and cultural and architectural elements of Bhutan. Dechen, do you have an idea extra about scheduling? For instance, I didn't mention where are we going to stay most of the time for sleeping, eating.
We have alternating of homestay and also hotels. So yeah, some places, for instance, we would say 2 to 3 nights in a homestay. In a Bhutanese homestay is a Bhutanese house that's been preserved and turned into a homestay where the families cook for the people, and then yeah, it's very comfortable and very local. And also at times, if people would like to relax in a hotel in between, then we have hotels arrangement. And in these, we try to make it as much as possible to travel less in the car and more of less moving around and more of walking, physical movement, a little bit light physical movement, and then more time in the nature, more time around the Lama, yeah, and Mindtrek and contemplation. Sometimes story sharing with Lama and melodies, hearing from my mother. So I myself guide. I'm also artist and singer here in Bhutan. So I also do sing a lot of Vajrayana melodies, sacred chants. So maybe 1 or 2 occasions I can guide the Green Tara meditation and introduction to Green Tara. So likewise, yeah, that would be a very flexible and unrushed but of deep experience throughout the journey.
Dechenla, do you think
Yes, La.
our hotel will have the facility of a stone bath?
Yes, yes.
Can you describe it a little?
Almost all the homestays, they do have hot stone baths. So it is a therapeutic, like in the olden days, Bhutan is in a high altitude in the Himalayas. So people cannot take bath in the cold water. It was not good for them. So occasionally they would heat the stones. If possible, if they can find, they would find a very special red stone, which is said to have very medicinal value and a healing value. So they would go in search of that, bring it, and then roast or grill the stones. Just roast them in the fire until it's so red. It turns so red, and then they have this wooden long water bath, like bowl, like I don't know what to call it, but it's made of wood, just like a bathtub. So there is partition, one partition for the person and to soak in the water, the other partition for dunking the stones so that the stone will heat the water. So yeah, people already have the water ready, and then they put some medicinal herbs in the water. So once the stone is drilled and red, they bring it and dunk in the water. So the water becomes water takes the heat from the roasted red stone, and then people soak and take bath in it. So
Wow.
Looking
For us,
forward.
it is we consider it to be very medicinal and also therapeutic. Yeah.
Of course.
So
Oh,
that's also possible.
nice.
Wow. That's so great.
And do you think that there could be some issues for people due to the height? So
Oh,
there is like a preparation a person can do, or like there's something that needs to be
okay.
done.
No, I mean, I've been there already with groups, with people of any age and health condition, and Bhutan is fine. It's true that we land about 2,300 meters at the Paro airport, which is the international
Mhm,
airport of Bhutan, the only one. But of course, the first a couple of days we'll take it very easy. So there is no effort necessary that will help to acclimatize. On the other hand, there is you will connect with me directly. I will give you a lot of advices before to leave. So yeah, there are a few things that can be possibly done. Actually, the sooner you connect to me, the sooner I can give you kind of a little structural schedule in order to
mhm,
be
mhm.
in a good shape when coming to Bhutan. But really, don't start getting anxious. I will not make it. There is no way you will not make it. Everybody coming with me. Thanks also to the slow rhythm of Mindtrek, was able, for instance, to reach the Parutaksang from the bottom, which is considered one of the hard hikes, we will face. Uh, so yeah, it's not that big worry, and we will have plenty of tools in your mind and practical to make sure that you will not suffer altitude sickness.
Very good. So there are many benefits, not only physically, but mentally.
Yeah, one benefit that is very clear is that once you start living at a higher altitude, but even for a short time like our trip, um, your body is going to produce more red cells, and your body and those red cells are going to be more efficient than when we live at the level altitude, sea level altitude.
Mhm,
Our body, this acclimatization, so will be something that you will take back home. When you will be back home, you will feel physically sparkling, energetic,
mhm,
because many reasons. One of the reasons is the altitude. Many of the reasons have to do with practices we will do.
mhm. Okay. Um, well, I think that everything was very clear and it gave a hint of what will happen and what are the main points of the journey. And so that there is something specific you think that a person have to bring, have to take, or like to have the good gear to.
Okay. You do that too is something that you should not people should not worry much about.
Mhm,
Once they get in the loop, once they start showing their interest, even before commitment,
mhm,
I will start sharing information about how to what are the right kind of clothing and so on. Yeah, so that's going to also to be easy. We are not going to do mountaineering on glaciers, okay?
Mhm.
mhm,
Yeah, basically, people can come with a very open mind,
mhm,
ready to experience some new things and also to experience the Himalayan nature, air, and the people here. So Bhutan is not as crowded as any other places in the Himalayas
mhm,
or beyond. So you'll also find that the whole country itself is much more quieter and a lot of things to explore
mhm.
without much noise distractions.
Beautiful. And also, I would like to remind that the October season is really considered a high season because weather usually is really nice. Not
Yeah.
too cold, not too hot, sunny, and
Mm-hmm.
so on. I would have if you have done Julia, tell me. Then I would like I have a little request for the Chenla if she wishes so.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to end this conversation with a short hint about Tara's song?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you'd like me to talk a little bit about Tara or sing a little melody?
I'd say if you could sing
Both.
it, that would be nice. Oh, both of us.
Oh, I
No.
see. uh, yeah, about the Tara. Recently, I've been involved in some projects with my teachers, some Rinpoche's teachers about really making the feminine energy, the female Buddha Tara, because she is believed to bring very quick blessings. If you look at her posture, like her, how she's extending her right hand, her right leg is extended, how her sitting posture, the left leg is in contemplation all the time, her postures, it all talks about how she's always in compassionate, ready to act mode, ready to get up and spring into action, ready to give. So it's only up to the sentient beings, the people, us to request, seek her blessing and help in navigating through these very confusing times and existential crisis. So my teachers have given me a lot of project about how to make Tara accessible and understandable to people. So I've developed some very simple introductory guided meditation on, but not dogmatic, like not ritualistic, but very, very applicable and easy to understand, but also not losing the essence. So yeah, there are 3-step meditation and then introduction to who she is, and then guidance eventually by singing her chant. So yeah, maybe I sing just one or two line here about the Tara's heart mantra. Om Tare Tu Tare Tore Swaha. So I'll sing the Bhutanese melody.
Yes, please.
Om Tare Tu Tare Tu Re Swaha. 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 Okay.
That's
This is a
Thank you,
very
so
Dechanla.
deep.
Amazing.
Thank
On
you.
that
Yeah,
note, really.
thank you for telling me. Actually, it reminded me of how much I have to work on this project and make effort so that people can understand it easily.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it was beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, I think this is the perfect ending of this conversation. So if you feel you need to add something, but I think we covered everything very thoroughly. So
yes.
I'll.
Very practically, one thing that you can contact me through the website mindtrek.it.
It will be
Uh,
shown in the end of the video.
yes,
Mhm.
that would be the easiest way. You can contact the chain directly too. Maybe we will share a few emails on the video at the end of the video. Thank you so much, everyone.
And thank you,
Sure.
and see you
Thank
very soon
you.
in Bhutan.
Yeah, you too, Julia. Looking forward to see you here very
Yes,
soon.
thank you so much. Mwah.
Okay. Bye.
Bye bye, bye bye.